Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. And just like last time out, it is wet in qualifying, intermediate conditions here in Canada. We go to the provisional pole, but by the end of the session it improves ever so slightly, and OP and Murph are able to slot themselves onto the front row of the grid. So the lights were on and the revs were building. Oh, that's a massive jump start for OP and Murph. OP of course rejoined in qualifying, so that would have been the lights glitch for him, and Murph was suckered in by it, and he ended up serving a drive-through penalty at the end of the lap, which meant we were promoted to position 2 behind OP Magic, who was on the soft compound tyre, given that we were allowed to choose any compound we wanted. So he was a bit slower in this phase of the race. Wimp behind, also on the soft, was a bit slower, so it was our time to attack and hopefully take the lead. He's not leaving a lot of space there, but we're very close through here. We need to get this lead as soon as possible. Perhaps we might wait for the DRS. We'll see how powerful this straight slipstream is without DRS. Quite good actually. Can we outbrake the McLaren? Yes we can. Nice manoeuvre actually, apexing the corner perfectly. And into the lead we go. We could not drop him though, and he would come back past. This time with the assistance of DRS. He cuts the corner a little bit that time. And he'll get DRS again, so this might be difficult. He's blocking very late. I guess I'm okay with that. That loss of end plate was pretty annoying. He's braking very early, but I think that's still my fault. Later in lap 4, get on the inside of the hairpin, a little bit deep, tiny bit of contact, but there's still space around the outside for him. We should get DRS here. He's forcing us out wide though. That was a bit rude. I had to let off the gas a split second there. Past we go, as Wimp has just caught up. The top 3 pulling away quite significantly from 4th at this point. There's a car on the wall. We have the DRS, but OP is still there. We're going to block the inside. No way through for him here. Oh, but he's just going to spin me out. I was pretty upset with that. Inexcusable poor driving there from OP, and no apology for it in the aftermath. And also, the tyres are completely screwed. There's no way I can get the power down. You can see I'm still struggling with it here through the chicane. Look at that, no grip whatsoever. Checking for a puncture, don't have one, then I get swiped, lose my entire front wing. Thankfully not the front left wheel, entire assembly. And now I get a penalty because we're so out of sorts. So what a horrible start. Into the pits we come. This is also too early for a one stop, which this race is obviously. So complete destruction of my race. Should have been, well, you saw the top 3 were all close, so at least a top 3 with Wimp crashing out of the lead. This would have been an easy top 2 with OP Magic had he not been so overzealous. Either way, we're still outside the points and cars are pitting in front of us. They can go to the end and we can't. We're in a very horrible situation at the moment. We've got Murph behind us who's going to the end. He's just pitted. Cars are going in now, and Eklaw's on the brakes very early. I decided to try and undercut the field who are starting on softs, going on to super softs early. I could have gone a lot longer in this stint onto ultras at the end, but I thought the undercut was probably the smarter idea. There are 2 cars in the pits who are part of the train in front who have definitely undercut, so that's at least a positive manoeuvre for me. Further cars in the pits, there's OP, so we're actually going to be in front of him at the end, even after he destroyed our race earlier on. Sorry if I'm ragging on about OP, but you can see why I'm frustrated. A lot of championship points missing. We've got V-fingers all over us now, our title rival from Oz Racing a couple of months ago, and he's going to come through. Nothing much I can do. He's on ultra softs. Good pass by him. He's a very good driver. Surprisingly low in the field, I guess, actually. Now we've got OP coming down the inside. Nothing I can do to defend against him either. He's also on ultra softs. It sucks that we're going to have to fall back to P7 here. We both have DRS and there's not going to be any way past him at all. Mozza wins the race, so congratulations to him. I'm not going to say it was undeserved because he definitely put his car in the right position and picked up the pieces from the cars in front making errors. There's another error, and thankfully OP ghosted then, because he went for another crazy move down the inside of the chicane and spun himself out. Across the line we come. We have a couple of penalties which will put ourselves behind OP, but in the end he does receive one for that contact with me. See you guys next time in Baku.